Which website platform is best? There's a reason I built on WordPress. Years and years and years ago, in about 1998 when I started, I used to write all my websites line by line of code in Notepad. Each page was made individually. And then content management systems came along. So there was WordPress. I originally started in Drupal, which became far too complicated, and WordPress has overtaken. But a lot of other types of platforms have come out since. There's Wix, there's Squarespace, there's one called Duda. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. And these last three, they seem to be integrated into their systems. That's definitely true of Wix, definitely true of Squarespace. And what I don't like about those, and this goes for Shopify as well, is if something was to happen to Wix, you'd have no website. If they went down, it's really unlikely. I know it's maybe crazy, paranoid thinking on my part. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Let me know if you think I am. But if Wix went down, you would have no website. If you're relying on that to sell for a large part of your income, what are you going to do? And then you're going to say, well, what about WordPress? What if WordPress goes down? Well, I build in WordPress.org, which means you download the files, you install it onto a server, you build the website, you let it run. I take backups each month, doink, 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 doink. It actually is backed up every day on the server, but I take backups each month locally on an encrypted drive. So it's really, really secure. And yeah, if my website hosting provider went down, yeah, for a few days you'd have no website, but I'd have a backup and I could put it somewhere else. And that's what I like about WordPress. You can do that with Drupal as well, Joomla, if you have a Joomla site, if anyone still has those. That's what I like about open source platforms. You can pick them up and move them, and you can get like a better deal with hosting. Like, for example, I use 100% renewable energy hosting, and it's in the UK, it's GDPR compliant. I really like it for that reason. Whereas Wix, not sure what they do. I know they're based in Israel, no problem with that. That's fine. I've no political allegiances there. But what if you do? Or what if you have a problem with, say, your website builder with GoDaddy? You might have issues with them. If your website's integrated into their system, you can't pick it up and move it. You literally have to rebuild the site. And there might be plugins and things that allow you to do that, but you still got to do a whole lot of work where you go through each page, make sure it doesn't go wonky or weird. That's what I like about WordPress. So, and I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit of a snob, but a few years ago, I used to be very dismissive of website developers that built in Wix. Like, just how are you? You're not a website designer if you use Wix, drag and drop. What, really? But maybe I'm no different using WordPress because I use an out-of-the-box theme. I use an out-of-the-box website builder. I've been lately using Ocean WP and Site Origin as a builder with that, which is well supported. And I can get quite a variation in designs for those with those themes. But I'm not doing drag and drop. I do quite a lot of CSS. No programming, no MySQL anymore. Thank God. I used to like doing PHP. I do some HTML, some CSS. So it depends what you want to do and what your comfort zone is when it comes to website platforms or which website platform is best, which is why I'm running my Where to Start with a Website webinar, so you can get all the facts on each one. What are the pros and cons of each one? So for example, like I mentioned, WordPress being open source, you can pick it up and move it. You should own, and you own the content on those sites. With, say, Squarespace or Shopify, you can't. You can't pick it up and move it. You say you want a better hosting company, you can't move it. That's what really, really bothers me. I'd love to know what you think, but that is why I'm running Where to Start with a Website webinar. I'd love to know your thoughts.